we're back.
You okay, buddy?
Nope.
Okay.
That may have been the most out of control break we've ever had.
It really was.
And you didn't even hear half of it.
And I worry about Pierce because he's always sick.
It's
Shannon basically equated you to Kathleen Turner
He did?
Yeah,
and wanted to fuck you.
I missed it. Oh,
I said you
God.
sound like Kathleen Turner.
And then I had a jealous fit.
And I was smoky.
I touched Pierce's nipples and he got mad at me.
Again.
Let's just quickly run down some TV shows that may or may not be won't be happening.
They're making me wait. They're making me hold on to my hate.
Well, we'll
At this point, we don't have the full...
segue.
But we know stuff.
Yeah, we know stuff. Now, see how much of this is accurate, sir, because you are, after all, the TV critic for the Salt Lake Tribune.
Yay for them.
S. Pierce at sltrib.com.
That's true.
V, done.
Done.
Good.
Man. See ya.
And I tried. God, I tried. But
I love V.
There are very few shows that I give up on, and I gave up on that.
V took too goddamn long to get going, and they
Yeah.
should have started right away with the rebellion, the way that it was going.
Right, like V did, the original series?
like the original series did.
We
They
spent
hit
the whole
ground.
first season with most people going, "Oh, nice V's, we love you V's."
If you want to make your bullshit episodes, that's like season 4 and 5, like Lost.
Exactly.
I would have just gotten straight to the chase. I would have had Mark Singer blow up the LA Dam right at the end of the first episode.
Sure.
Right.
Yep.
That's what you should do.
As you do when you make a V.
Right.
No Ordinary Family is gone.
I have great respect for the people behind that show, but it wasn't awful, but I didn't care.
All right. Detroit 187.
That I think
Never
more
heard of
people
it.
probably
What
should.
is
It was not a bad cop show, but yeah.
Okay. Off the Map. I have no
Oh, that looks
Off
so
the
good.
map. Off the map was Grey's Anatomy
On an
In
island.
water.
and on an island. It was
Oh.
God, it was awful.
And
They
it
wore
was on,
shorts.
and it was on like right after Grey's Anatomy or something
No,
like that.
it was
wasn't
on Wednesdays, but it was on. What was it on after?
Because I remember seeing
Some terrible show.
I remember seeing
Oh,
like
they
the
made-
first 30 seconds of it before my TiVo would shut off. So
Oh, Modern Family.
Yeah,
What-
oh, yeah,
it was
that's
on
why.
after.
Cougar Town. It was on
Yeah,
after
yeah.
Cougar Town.
oh yeah.
Was that show on ABC?
Yes.
Yes.
I remember because the first time I saw a preview for that was right when Lost was ending, and they're like, on this island. I'm like, really? Another fucking
Well, it
island
was.
show?
This is truly how this
In a
show
world.
happened. It's Shonda Rhimes and her little minions, from Grey's Anatomy and Private Practice, and it's like, let's do another show. And Lost was shutting down, so they had people on Hawaii, in Hawaii, and it's like, oh, let's do a show, and we could shoot it in Hawaii, and that's seriously
Really?
how that show
I
came
could
about.
see that
That's funny it
financially.
didn't
Why
work
not?
out.
That sucked.
Then there is let's see, Better With You, and
I wanted to like that show, and I didn't.
and a show that I actually kind of started to really like was Mr. Sunshine.
I loved
That's
Mr.
done?
I feel
Sunshine.
kind of bad about Mr. Sunshine.
I loved it. I thought that show was so funny.
Fuck, it's done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I don't even know what any of this.
I like
This
that
conversation
show a
is like
lot.
me talking MMORPGs around Mr. Pierce.
Almost everything that was on the bubble at ABC got canceled. About the only one that
I
survived
thought-
was
that makes me
Happy Endings.
Really? That thing fucking sucks.
It does suck.
I think actually that Traffic Light was better than Happy
I did
Endings.
too. I liked.
Well, I didn't like Traffic Light, but I would agree that it's better than Happy Endings.
Traffic Light
I
just
like Traffic
suffered
Light.
from a terrible name.
You know what I didn't like about happy endings? I never got any.
Oh, honey. All right.
Mr. Sunshine, though, man.
I know.
I feel a little
You're supposed to
bad
tip
about
him
that.
Vice.
Now there's some other shows that we got here. The new Charlie's Angels is going to happen.
By the way,
good.
but didn't Chicago Code get canceled too?
Chicago Code, yes.
Yes, it is gone.
Our friends there got 2 shows canceled in the same season.
Well, thank God American Idol's still around. 'cause
Yeah.
If they're going to do Charlie's Angels, they need to make sure they get it right. Lots of slow-mo.
Well, Minka Kelly is in it.
What's that?
And
Nom nom nom.
yeah, she's hot. Also, ABC has greenlit a series called Once Upon a Time
Oh boy, sounds good already.
from some of the guys who wrote Lost and Tron Legacy. It's about, get this, a New England town called Storybrooke that's secretly populated by fairy tale characters.
Oh, that sounds like
This is
something I've
Fable.
read.
Yeah.
I've read this in a comic book.
That's a really good comic
It
book,
stars
too.
Raphael Sbarge as Jiminy Cricket.
What?
And
what?
Mike Myers is Shrek.
Wait.
Now, the one
Hold up. He's playing who, sir?
Jiminy Cricket.
That's odd.
yes,
Oh,
I'm,
I thought it was Jiminy
You
Glick.
love Jiminy
I am
Cricket.
outraged, yes.
Now, the one thing that we should say here is that shows that at this point, while we're talking, the schedules have not been announced, so this doesn't mean that these shows will be on in the fall.
Is
Right.
Jiminy
They
These
could
are,
be mid-season
these are from
shows.
my good sources. though.
is Jiminy Cricket a pimp that has a legion of wooden puppet
Well,
whores?
there's even more strange things in this.
Okay, okay.
Robert Carlyle as Rumpelstiltskin.
Robert
Carlyle.
This is
Yeah.
This is ABC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Does
they have the
anybody else
rights
see
to
that there's
Fables?
like?
ABC Family had the rights
Does
to
anybody else
Fables.
see like shenanigans on this? Like they
Well-
had Fables in development for so long, and all of a sudden they're like, no, we're not going to do it.
Can we
And then-
back up a minute?
Fables is the
Yes.
cartoon. by
Who's
the, or
running
the comic
who's,
book? I mean.
Who's in charge of the ABC broadcast network
Disney.
now?
Disney.
Paul Lee, who was running the ABC Family Channel until he moved a few months ago.
So he just brought this along.
Yes,
Poor Bill
and-
Willingham. That sucks.
it-
Taking
well,
my
it-
toys with me.
Well, and Disney owns ABC, and why would ABC and Disney want to put a DC/Vertigo property
That's
on
true.
their
Yeah.
network?
Wait, aren't they supposedly going to do that Hulk show on ABC?
Yeah. Here's some more casting. Jennifer Goodwin.
who I adore, despite that movie. You know I love her from
She
Big Love.
she is Snow White.
I would
This-
watch it just for that because
this
I
show
love her.
Let's use the power of geek here. Let's all try and get this changed to what it really is. It is Fables.
Agreed.
Fables, the comic book, and Jennifer Morrison as Snow White's bounty hunter daughter Emma. I don't know why you have to have a bounty hunter, but there it is. All
I
right.
hope she's edgy and real streetwise.
So again, that's been picked up.
I hope she's half wolf.
Let's see. We also got another. Speaking of your Shonda Rhimes scandal. Let's see. Yeah, I know that's for Mr. Pierce. The River.
Is it?
It's Leslie Hope and Bruce Greenwood.
I
Hour
love
long
Bruce Greenwood.
from the guys who wrote Heroes and Kings.
Oh boy!
About a family that encounters the supernatural as it searches for a lost TV nature host along the Amazon.
What?
But in season 3,
They're looking for Merlin fucking Olsen or something.
in season 3 they find
I
a
think
circus.
I think you mean Marlon Perkins,
Whatever. Oh, Merlin Olsen was
football player,
and he was
Little House on the
Murphy.
Prairie.
Well, if you
Right?
Father Murphy.
well, if you'd like a more contemporary reference, perhaps Bear Grylls.
So if you're gonna do a weird Bruce Greenwood show, why not wrap up Nowhere Man? I mean, I know no one
Because
remembers
we're
it.
the
Oh,
one who
I
remember
remember
that.
it. I remember that being one of those shows that 11 people liked and were passionate about.
And they were all in this room.
12 of us liked it.
And here's a show that is apparently going to happen called Pan Am,
We had a blog.
which is Christina Ricci
Will she be naked?
and Kelly Garner in an hour-long period piece about stewardesses in 1963.
What?
Now,
Mad Men?
So there's a lot of fucking in the bathroom.
Mad Men.
This is the thing, is that I think they saw Mad Men and the fact that Playboy is getting a TV series based back in the 60s.
Is Christina Ricci playing a stewardess?
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
They're going to play the in-flight movie on her forehead.
Maybe you have the title there because I can't remember the title, but my favorite story to come so far, and once again we're very early, is that CBS turned down the Sarah Michelle Gellar pilot, and the CW is going to air it.
Isn't it kind of the same
So-
thing? It's like CBS and
Well,
CBS
CBS
Lite.
co-owns CBS and Warner Brothers own the
It's
CW.
Tuffy the Vampire Slayer.
Tuffy the
But
werewolf.
she's playing
puncher.
twins.
She
Like
plays
twins?
twins?
Yes.
Wow. Here's a show from Bad Robot, Person of Interest, about a billionaire scientist who hires a former CIA assassin to get rid of troublemakers.
You know what? Why do people?
It's the rich guys get off my lawn, I think.
Well, see,
Why do people give their shows titles like that? Because that just sets it up for critics.
Yeah, exactly.
Person of interest. Well, I'd like to meet him.
yeah, you know,
can
once
use that.
again, I haven't seen pilots yet. Thanks so much. It would never have occurred to me. I never think of anything mean to say.
And then there's a show.
But the thing about that is everybody goes, "Oh, J.J. Abrams is doing another show," and it's like, yeah, J.J. Abrams has done a bunch of bad shows.
Yeah, he has.
You know, maybe this. I'm not saying this one will be bad. It might be, but
It's going to be bad, I think. Now, here's one.
I like
Shut
Fringe.
your face!
I decided I like Fringe.
Here's
Fringe
one.
is good.
You ate everything, you critics.
Here's one called Alcatraz,
Oh, it's on an island
which features
this sounds kind of
Michael
interesting.
Emerson
and a polar bear.
and Jorge Garcia.
Chubby.
Jorge Garcia is going to be on another show on
Yeah.
an island
I don't know how that fucker
Now this
stayed
also
so fat on that
this
island.
also
I swear.
stars
because he's eating people.
this also stars Jesus Caviezel, Jim Caviezel, Passion of the Christ.
Isn't he like bitching that he doesn't get jobs?
Who just the other day was bitching.
Yeah.
I don't get jobs because I was in Passion of the Christ. Well,
Really?
guess what? There you go, you ass.
If Mel Gibson can get a job, so can you, dick.
Exactly.
Dick.
And then finally, before we talk about the Superman TV show,
Jesus.
Wonder Woman.
happening? Is it happening?
No.
No,
it's dead.
they filmed it. They did
filmed the
film
pilot,
it.
and NBC has passed.
So buy it at your local
Yes.
sci-fi
And-
convention.
So NBC, the same network that aired The Cape.
That airs.
Maybe they
Outsourced.
learned. I mean, the only thing I'll say is, we didn't see it. We didn't. And this pilot will probably get out someplace. Maybe it's horrible.
Maybe it's
You know,
great.
and they don't have a good track record with this kind of stuff. I
Maybe
mean,
it's
not
40
just
minutes
The
of her
Cape,
running.
You know what?
but
I'll pick it
remember
up.
Bionic Woman? That was terrible.
I'll pick it up at Comic-Con in
You know what?
July.
All I gotta say, if NBC turns down your show, man,
Since
it must
they
like.
picked up like 11.
It might have been good.
I don't know. I bet it smelled like a fart somehow coming out of the
And
TV.
you know what I love is how everybody on the web is blaming the costume.
Right, it's a costume.
Yeah,
If
I'm
everybody
sure
on the
that's-
web had seen the picture of her running in the costume, I don't think they'd be bitching so much.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that.
Here
Now,
comes
So
the
are you
titties.
at all sad that the event bit is biting the dust?
no, because it started to really. The first part of season 2, I really liked, and then it just kind of petered out.
Became less of an
Became
event.
less of an event.
I need to know if Fringe is going to be back next season.
Yes, French
Yes.
was renewed
Yes.
months ago.
Yes.
Ooh, and Scott Pierce, I saw this on Twitter.
For the 11 people who watch it.
Hey.
Also for the 11 people that watch it, Tremade's been picked up for a third
Tremaine
season.
has been picked up, and
Boy, that was
actually 11 is close on Tremaine.
You know what? That last episode was a real laugh riot. Thanks for that, TV.
Thanks for that, TV.
A little fucking rape.
All right.
That was
Well,
one of my
well,
favorite emails. Is when I put because I wrote about how it is not by any number measurement a hit.
No.
They renew it because they think
It's a critical darling.
Well, for large, although it hasn't done well, it's hardly gotten any nominations for any awards. But so I just questioned whether maybe if they had more characters you cared about and blah 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 blah. And I got an email from someone in New Orleans who thanked me for shitting all over them again.
Oh,
You're just as bad
So
as
my
John
Katrina.
Goodman?
to my response was no, he's dead. My response was
John Goodman's dead?
yeah.
no, he's
It's just a TV show, right?
I love for me, I don't watch shows when they're on TV. I wait until they show up in some medium that I want to watch it on. So now that I'm able to catch up with Torchwood since it hit Watch Instant a couple weeks back, I'm waiting for all these other shows you're
So
talking
good.
about. 2 to 3 years from now, I'll be able to start watching them. And I won't care if they're canceled or not because it'll just be
Yeah.
there.
See, and Brian Young will only watch television shows when they're converted into black and white.
What?
Twilight Zone's on Watch Instant.
I know. I've been watching it. It's amazing.
In New Orleans, Scott's known as Hurricane Pierce.
That's true.
By the way, speaking of HBO, let me be one dissenting voice on something. I am bored with Game of Thrones.
Yeah, me too.
Bored.
Oh, you mean Doggy Style, the TV show?
Also known as, do you remember when you fought at the Battle of blah, blah, blah? Oh, yes, that was when I saw you, and also when we were at the Battle of blah, blah, blah.
So it's no boner fight.
Snow Boner. Right?
What is?
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing.
Nothing's boner fight.
All right, let's get to the Superman TV show because after that I have to ruin the Star Tours ride
Should
for
we
you.
take our earplugs out?
No, okay.
Probably.
Try not to yell, Shannon.
I
We're
just want
sensitive.
to say I'm not passionate about this. I'm
Okay,
just
well,
kind of surprised that
because
you are.
Because Superman's all over the news this past
Yeah.
week. What with the
Well,
the
this,
ending of
and I got some shit to say about
the
this
ending of
episode.
Smallville, we got the comic book controversy, we got the movie
What's
news.
the controversy other than Supergirl's nipple?
Well,
No,
We got to do
Alright.
Smallville first.
Okay,
now
fine.
I have not watched this yet, Shannon. So
I felt it was my personal responsibility.
I don't mind spoilers. So if you
Okay.
want to just tell me what
I'm not going to
happens.
spoil much for you. Trust me. Okay, let me
Spoil the
preface
Green Arrow
this by. God damn it! I need your help in understanding some stuff because you made me watch a couple episodes and I stopped.
Okay. I've only been watching this last season. I have not watched most of the show.
Okay, I will say this: the first episode, the pilot episode of Smallville,
Yeah,
was so
Kick
good.
ass.
I loved it.
Okay, and I watched it for a while because I liked Michael Rosenbaum as
Yeah.
Lex
Michael
Luthor.
Rosenbaum and I were once at a party comparing how cold our heads were.
Could you get him on the show?
It was outside. No, it was a long time ago.
Because I'd like to see you warm up his head on
Yeah.
the show.
So I'm like, I wasn't going to watch it.
Okay.
Right. And
Yeah.
then I was like, you know what?
Why not?
Why not?
What,
It's
that
the last
Native
one.
American
He's going to
fiddle
put
show
on.
was on?
Yeah,
He's
he's
going to
finally
put on the Superman suit. And
After 10 years.
That's
and
the
I
payoff.
went in. I was like, I'm going to go in hoping that they're going to pull out one more episode that's good out of their ass. They did not.
They did not. 2 hours.
See,
2 hours.
I'm surprised you hated it so much because to me it seemed very much sort of an ode to the kind of Superman you do like. It was,
a
Grant.
fucking terribly written, poorly acted, and shitty special effects version.
So it was like 70% of the Superman that's preceded it.
Admittedly, I only saw about 10 uninterrupted minutes. But what I saw reminded me of someone in high school on stage trying to reenact Superman.
So
play.
here's my problem.
I think that's unfair.
It was bad. The acting was terrible. The whole and it was
But why were you surprised?
He's going to say Roger
I wasn't
Rabbit
surprised, but I was like, the writing was awful, and I was just like, oh my god, it's so angsty and dramatic and taking themselves so goddamn seriously. I can't marry Clark. I'll take you away from the world.
You should have just cheered the credits. You
can't. You can't take me away from the world because you are my world.
See now, okay, wait a second.
I can't marry
I think
Green.
that's unfair criticism because the week before, I never watched this show.
Okay.
I've hardly watched it since the first season. But the week before, Lois got his powers and realized that, and actually, I mean, okay, it's Superman. It's not General Hospital, but that every moment he could be out saving somebody. So she felt guilty that by them spending time together, she was preventing him from saving somebody.
How did she get his powers?
Jor-El did it.
It was wacky.
I'll tell you that.
A wizard did it.
A wizard did it. That's all you need to know.
Jor-El did it the week before in the whole
whatever.
icy thing.
It was a Zoltar machine.
I wouldn't have had him.
I mean,
Very interesting idea. Great idea. Great character patho to have. Unfortunately, it was reenacted by the fucking cast of Falcon Crest.
It's true.
Okay.
I hate to be in the position of defending the show, and I feel weird about it because it's not certainly a show that I love. But I have to say
It was fucking
that when
terrible.
it got to the end, I kind of went, oh, wow. It reminded me why I like Superman. Because it was very much they even used the music from
I know. And it felt like it was
Shannon, what was my reaction to that?
Oh no, you don't.
I was
he
like,
said.
no, you don't. You don't get the right to use that music. No, you don't.
Sacrilege.
I think they did have the
Here's
rights
the other
to
problems
it.
I had. And I need somebody's help with this.
I do think that Tom Welling apparently was not in really good shape to be in the suit because you never actually saw him
I'll get to that
in the
shit.
suit too much.
Oh, okay. So,
all right.
help me out. What the fuck did
But he's
they
like
do
40
with
now.
Darkseid in this thing?
Okay.
He was a cloud monster.
Well,
that made your
That I
eyes
didn't really
black.
get.
They had leftover Cloud Monster from
He was
Lost.
he was kind of a presence
along with the
really.
Hawaii crew.
Okay, so holy shit.
It's like he's able to sit, in outer space wherever he is, and able to, manipulate from a distance.
What
he's
color
kind of
sweatsuit does Darkseid wear?
Well, he's a cloud, so they don't make one for clouds.
So Superman never got to punch him.
So no,
Superman flew through him.
He got to waft him away.
Check this out.
He got to punch a planet instead.
He lit a match. He went away.
Okay, that's weird. That was weird.
Check
I'm like going.
this
There's
out.
another planet like 15 feet away from Earth. And
Yeah,
it doesn't
everything's
seem,
fine.
Doesn't seem to be like hurting us much. I mean, that seemed a little
So-
odd to me.
Well, but come on.
So Darkseid has taken over that guy that's pretending to be fucking Green Arrow
Yeah.
on that show.
Oh, green hoodie
Oliver.
guy.
Yeah, Oliver.
like him.
Oliver.
Okay, and his
Apparently,
now-
he can't grow fucking facial
right.
hair.
And apparently, so his eyes are black.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And
No, he had the Omega
And-
thing.
yeah, fuck, just like in the comic books, whatever. So
I didn't read
Clark
any
is
of
sitting
those.
there telling Oliver, "Fight it, Oliver. You can do it, Oliver. Fight its influence, Oliver. I'm acting, Oliver." Right? And then Oliver decides to act. And he goes, puts his hands up in the air and goes, "Oh, I'm acting. I'm shaking this off now."
It was that sounds an awful lot like the end of a pro wrestling match when Hulk Hogan is getting beat
He's
and,
hooking up.
his,
So
and
he
his
is-
little maniacs are starting to
Green
call
Arrow's-
for him, and he can hear them, and he starts to
Green
get
Arrow's hulking out, right?
Okay.
And the way that he look, oh fuck, it made
Come
me so
on.
mad. The black runs out of his eyes. Kind of looks like mascara running down his face for a
Yeah,
second,
okay.
That's true.
and then turn to tears. Fuck you!
All right. Okay.
I just started screaming at the screen. This is what the first time I started screaming.
Okay. Well, now the two things that we want to know. Lois and Clark get married, obviously.
Or
So they get married, but they don't
Okay.
get married. Is
it like a Scientologist marriage?
It's like a gay
It's
marriage. It's
7
not
years
real.
later. It actually starts 7 years. The beginning of the episode, which is very trite. I agree. The beginning of the episode started with what's her name? Doesn't really matter. Reading a comic book, and it's 7 years.
Chloe.
Chloe.
Yeah, the shoes.
7 years later,
The
and then
bookends.
and then they don't get married in the timeline of the show. But the very end of the show is 7 years later.
And
they're
this
about to
is
get
how
married.
a boy became.
They dated
Superman.
I hate
They
any
dated that long?
program or movie where you got 5 minutes left. It's like 10 years later, and you're like, really?
So-
why'd you wrap up your
Well,
shit
the
now?
big
See,
thing.
but there are exceptions to that too, because I agree. I think that's an incredibly, and I hate movies that start here and then flash back and tell you the story. But then you look at the end of like 6 Feet Under that flash forward years and years, and that was fantastic.
The series finale to 6 Feet Under was one of the best ones I've
Well,
ever seen.
let's get back to this one that sucked dick.
Dick, he says. Dick.
So
Doomsday
anyway,
Dick?
It all sucked. It just was terrible. It was badly acted, badly written.
But you weren't surprised, were you? See, that's why I guess I'm.
No, I was a little. I was like, well, maybe they'll try to do something good
Like
for
acting.
their last episode.
No.
Really?
Right? Instead of heaving another
Okay.
giant turd.
Okay,
Anyway,
so-
so we get to the part. What are we waiting for?
We're waiting for two things. Lex Luthor
Right?
to show
and
up
that was
and
that
for
was
him
kind of odd.
and for him to put on the suit.
why they even had him. I don't know what the fuck. He was a clone monster or
Yeah,
something.
he was a clone, and his father was gonna kill the sister to give him the
his
heart,
heart.
but it ended
Some
up she killed
bullshit.
him, and there's all this stuff.
Okay, well, never
so-
mind then.
and
Okay,
then,
so does he put on the suit?
He puts on the suit.
But
In the
you
final
never,
10 minutes.
you never
So
really
let me-
see him.
Yeah, you do, sort of. Okay, so idiot
I'm getting contrasting answers here.
Yeah.
Anyway.
idiot puts on the suit. Okay, fucking
You
Jor-El.
mean Superman puts on the suit.
No, Tom Welling put on a Superman suit. Okay.
Okay, so it was like Halloween.
Where'd he get
Yeah.
the suit?
Okay.
Well, he got it
From
from
Jor-El.
He got it from
Out
the
of the ice.
disembodied voice of Terrence Stamp and the ghost of Bo Duke. Okay.
True. True. I saw that.
So
Yes.
Zod and Boduk show up and give him
And
a
give
suit.
him the fucking suit. Well,
I just-
actually,
all
the
this
suit.
needs is Mr. T. And
Yeah.
It's not.
Don't put that suit on.
It's not the Christopher Reeve suit.
No, and it's the movie suit.
It's the-
And it rises up in a goddamn crystal. And then somehow the ghost of Bo Duke gets it out and hands it to him. It's supposed to be all touching and shit. Right?
So he touches him?
Right? So, and then he's like, and then he doesn't even put it on, right? All of a sudden,
Thanks, Ghost Dad.
fucking Superman, fake Superman, gets down in this crouching position in his suit like this, like he's getting ready to run, right? Like, like this.
yeah.
And then all these bad special effects start happening.
By the way,
Right?
if you're listening to the podcast,
It's like a running
Shannon
stance.
is just in a weird position.
kind of in this
like
running-
the Flash, like every toy the Flash ever made. Right?
Yep. the running position.
The running position.
So every
And
static
then all of a
running
sudden, so like
position.
this weird, like, wow, starts shaking and all blurry. And then I guess this is him flying for the first time. And he goes, really bad special effects. And you don't, and like all of a sudden, just like it's blurry and it's sort of the Superman suit. And he flies up and breaks through a fucking obviously fake crystal thing. And then he's flying around.
Yeah, because
and
they couldn't get the real
well,
Crystal
no, I mean, it
Palace.
looks so bad. It was worse than sci-fi special
I just-
effects. Sci-fi Channel.
I'm just shocked
And
that
then
you're
it pulls
disappointed.
back. Okay, and you never see Tom Welling in the whole fucking suit.
Nope.
You see his dumb fucking head and his stupid dead eyes.
Okay.
Okay, and,
Wow!
and then and then they pull back. And it is the worst fucking CGI I've ever seen. It's like cartoon super. It's like the Fleischer Brothers.
No.
It's worse than the Fleischer Brothers cartoon.
It looks like the animation from Money or Nothing by
and
Dire
this is-
Straits.
Yeah, this is what I made Jeff watch. And it's like this puffy fucking. Looks like it's made out of Play-Doh. And it's 400 miles away.
I'm still not quite sure.
But
what
he's wearing the suit.
what he's saying.
Any minute now, he's gonna. Any minute now, he's gonna yell Roger
Basically,
Rabbit.
here's what you get. You get Tom Welling's head and a little bit of the cape.
So we never get a full body shot. is
No,
what you're saying.
no, but we
Okay,
do
that's
get a full body shot
All right.
that pulls back and reveals a fucking cartoon Superman. And it's terrible.
Do they ever show him full shot.
No.
That's what I've been trying to get out of
No,
you
that's
for
what I
6
said.
minutes. I just wanted to know.
I don't think he's
Does he put on the
probably
suit
in
and
good
go
enough
like-
shape to
and
be.
No, he
You're
does
calling
not.
Tom Welling a
Hang
fat
on.
fuck.
I just wanted
I
to know.
would never call him.
I just wanted to know if we got a full body shot of
No.
him standing like every Superman
No.
action
No, we
figure
get
we've
him.
ever seen.
No.
We get his stupid head, dead eyes, and then pull
Why
back
do you just like him so
to
much?
pull because he's the worst thing that ever
You
happened.
just
to
hate
Superman.
him because he's beautiful.
And then it pulls back, and there's a cartoon Superman, and he looks like he's fucking made out of Play-Doh.
Well,
I want to watch it now.
I'll let you. We'll watch it. I'm not lying.
I
Go
guess,
in the
I
next room
guess,
and watch it.
I guess the reason I'm surprised is I went into this with zero expectations.
So did I.
Seriously have not watched 2 consecutive episodes since the first season, and I thought, oh, okay. And I got to the end and I thought, oh, I hope they make a good Superman now. It wasn't like I'm.
It was fucking awful.
I'm surprised that when the credits came up, you just didn't salute it and say, so long, motherfucker.
Oh no! I said, don't let the door hit you on the
See, that's
ass on the way out.
I would have been laughing my ass
Play-Doh
off.
Superman.
Play-Doh.
If only you could see the part where the CGI Superman punches a planet.
Yeah. And then he punches a planet.
that was
planet.
so odd.
And then
He
he
punches
punches
a
a planet.
Yes, I'm not.
Right?
Am I making that
No,
up?
he punches a planet. Play-Doh
Is it-
Superman punches a fake planet.
Is it Apocalypse or
Yes.
what is
Yeah.
it? Oh, okay.
So the planet was at least naughty.
Right, and then
It was
everybody on the
spewing
planet,
lava and stuff, and it was going to wreck
everybody
us.
on Earth is sitting there watching Play-Doh Superman punch the fake planet, and then they all look at each other and go, "Yay!" and start kissing each other. It's fucking terrible.
So
at
you're
any point,
surprised that a show that has run on with alleged young people that has run on the WB and then the CW, you're surprised that there was angst.
I'm surprised that anybody put that out and said this is good quality work here.
Listen, I just tuned in every week to see Lois put on a tight tank top.
And I don't think she's that good looking either anymore.
I do.
Maybe the creators were just kind of like, I'm done with this fucking
So-
turd. I'm
The
not going
creators
to
were
put any
gone.
more effort
The
into
creators
it.
have been gone
So
from
long
that
and
show
short
for
of
a
it,
while.
fuck you Smallville and fuck you Play-Doh Superman.
All right.
any tectonic activity, tidal waves, anything from that other planet being so close to Earth?
No.
No,
Nothing
that
like
was-
No
Everything
gravity.
No,
just fine?
actually,
No
it just
physics.
made the people of Earth nervous.
So they took.
It was like a magic, but the Earth shook. Okay, there must have been tectonic,
right.
but yes, that was odd.
So,
I think
it was
so-
a magic
So
planet.
Doomsday was kind of like Galactus in the second Fantastic Four
Yes.
movie.
Sort
It was
of.
just
It was
this
just awful.
thing.
Somehow, I think the only ending that you'd have been satisfied with, Shannon, is
If
Tom
they
Welling,
apologized on
Tom
camera.
Welling zooms out of the Fortress of Solitude, spins the Earth backwards,
No,
And
no,
the show
and then,
turns
and,
into
then,
no.
and then ends the show before
the
it
show
starts.
never
Yes, we will
happens.
watch this after we're done taping this,
No,
and you
we
will
will
see.
not.
Just we'll watch the end. We'll watch the last
I don't want to.
like 5 minutes.
I don't
And
wanna-
I made Jeff watch it,
I
and I
already
am
watched
not
it once.
exaggerating. It is fucking terrible.
I don't want to watch it.
Okay, well, we'll do
I
that.
don't want anything to do with it.
We'll do that. Now, we're out of time. I can't. We don't have time to spoil the Star Tours ride or talk about the Superman comics. We'll
There's
get to
other
that.
shows,
Sorry.
Carrie.
We
There's
got,
to
other
that.
more,
shows.
we got 2 more shows.
I know. We'll get to that in the next episode. So I'm sorry, Shannon. I'm sorry that such distress.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
sorry you
okay.
went through that.
Now, aren't you glad there isn't
you
going
have-
to be a Wonder Woman show?
Yeah. do
it's
you have like a
okay.
post-traumatic stress kind of thing going?
I don't know. I might.
Where did the show touch you?
I'm going to
It
prophesize.
touched me in my soul.
Show us
And
where
does
the
your-
bad
does your-
show touched you.
Use the Ewok.
Use the
and
Ewok and show us
Well-
where the bad show touched you.
Kind of metaphysical, but I don't know where your soul is.
Do you need a rubber
I think
donut
it
to
went
sit
in.
on?
I think
I'm
it
pretty
was-
sure it went in through my butthole.
Like that. I think it was like that.
Kind of like a Stephen King alien.
I thought you were saying it came out through
Well,
a
and now
butthole.
they're talking about having Tom Welling be Doctor Strange, and that fucking makes me mad. I'm
That's just
What?
people talking. That's just
That'll
talk.
never
That's
happen.
just talk. It's pillow talk.
No,
baby.
he'll
Don't worry
go
about it.
away. Don't worry. All
hope
right,
so.
let's finish this.
He's rich.
Anybody have? He is rich because
got
of this bad Superman.
A few things are coming out.
Yes. What do you got?
Beverly Hills Cop's coming out on Blu-ray, which is always a great, fantastic
Hey,
show.
and
Don't put
it's-
no banana in my
at this point, that's so amazing to watch because you can go, wow, Eddie Murphy once had talent.
I know. I actually get really depressed when I watch old Eddie Murphy movies because did he have kids and say
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna stop making fucking R-rated movies?
Like the Golden Child.
Achmel left fallen.
The closing theme is by Harold Faltermeyer.
Yeah.
Or Harold. It's my Faltermeyer. Sorry.
The Hustler, the 50th edition's coming out on Blu-ray.
Nice.
Isn't that
good
one of those
movie.
movies?
Larry Flint.
Black and white. Yeah.
Black and white. Yeah,
It was amazing.
Brian's seen it 722 times. He's going to tell you must see it.
Be a bada bad.
It's
hustler.
not about Mickey.
He watched it with subtitles.
the same quality of cinematic experience. The Mechanics coming out with Jason Statham, which it's a Hitman movie.
Oops.
That movie is fucking brutal.
Yeah, it is. Holy
My
shit.
favorite thing is that like there's one scene that I always laugh. They're on a roof fighting, shooting whatever. He throws a guy off the fucking roof, and you think that would be it. And then you actually pan down and show the guy hit the fucking pavement like a pumpkin exploding. It's fucking hilarious.
Brian would not watch that movie because he would feel weird wearing his movie bowler.
Thor: The
top
Tales
hat.
of Asgard came out.
Now this is like young Thor,
It's
right?
the caption is "Before the hammer was the sword."
Pass.
Fart.
And the last thing is Tim and Eric, awesome show, great job.
Whatever.
Season 5.
Season 6.
Stoner Show.
Cinco.
I tried 5 times to watch that show.
Well,
Every single time I've just gone.
You said yourself, it's a stoner show. You need to be high to watch it, and that's why I love it so much.
I'll just.
Are
have
you
to-
high when you watch it, Carrie?
Yes.
On live.
If you've been.
High on life. Don't do drugs, kids. Those are bad for you, and you won't go to college.
If you have been waiting to check out Star Trek Online, now is the time. You can get a collector's edition for about $11 on Amazon. Directly download it to your computer. That's the right price to play this game. You get a free month, and the original series uniforms are part of the download. So
there you go. You just killed Jeff.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, everybody. I won't see you guys again.
We'll see you.
Wait, hold on.
That will be my life now.
You mean you could play it on your phone, Jeff?
Well, you
Now
know,
we're fucked.
you could go see Dan at PC Laptops because it's lifetime desktop parts and labor warranty. So you get yourself a desktop and you're there.
Yeah.
Earthquake?
Oh, I think that was a car. Okay. Yes. Anything else?
Yeah, I have a recommendation. Since the weather's finally turning nice, geeks, turn off your computer, get outside, and get some exercise.
Yeah. Be like Jeff and take your phone out and ignore your friends.
Turn your phone off.
Thank you, Mom.
Nice.
All right, you?
Yeah, I got video games coming out this week. Let's see. New Fallout. Fallout New Vegas has an expansion coming out if you're into that game.
Fallout sucks.
For your old school tastes out there, Chrono Trigger is being released on the Wii through
How
the
about
downloadable
Pong?
service.
Any updates for Pong?
Nope, no Pong.
There's a new level, some new maps.
And then
I'm going to get Jenga for Wii.
I missed
It exists.
Really?
Jenga for Wii.
That's
Do
the
you,
stupidest-
like, pull it with the
I don't know.
Wii
It's so
mode,
fucking
or-
stupid. Fuck you, Wii.
Weird. And then I think I misannounced this last week. This week is The Witcher 2 on PC.
Mrs. Announced?
And also L.A. Noire.
Yes. That game looks
This
so
Tuesday
fucking cool.
will be- yeah.
I'm going to
tomorrow.
beat the shit out of some
Maybe
50
it's
Street
Le
Pimps.
Noir.
Looks amazing. The amount of motion caption that Rockstar put into this game, the graphics and the movement of the characters.
And come on,
is unparalleled.
all they had to do was update from Red Dead to 1950s LA, and I would have been okay. But they actually
They
went
made
better.
it better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, cool. That's good. You?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't have
Huh?
anything.
Nothing?
Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Wellingmore ham. And by that, I mean shit on it. Oh!